Yo, what is good? My anime faithful, what is good, yo? Guys, we just watched some epic JoJo, and somehow it is not over, but I feel like they can end it quite quickly next week, unless we find out that the true villain and the true beast is Sentry all along. Um, my God, with how this actually wound up, the weird thing that I took out of all this, and I'm probably not the only one, but did did GIO just become a lot more like Dio in in this moment? Like he even said Swazzle. Like this man was going off. His inside ancestry was just coming out in anger. And all to just say this right here. Useless. Oh my god, that punch flurry is gonna be known all around the JoJo community for quite some time to come until someone beats it. My lord, even Dio's like, Dios mío, you are going in, my son. So, for instance, there's a lot that kind of transpires within this one type of fight with Green Tea actually being a really dope opponent. Not only is he like ridiculously intelligent when it comes down just to the human body, but to think that he was making all these moves and like strategizing against someone that he's already been told by, one of the tops. I think the boss is the one who probably told him everything about GIO. So he's been told by one of the strongest people in the organization that this newbie is something to not, just let your guard down by, and then boom, bam, you're in a fight with him, and he's already proving multiple points that he shouldn't be underestimated. So it's stuff like that that makes me really enjoy the aspect of how these fights are playing out. I mean, I'm pretty sad for Mista. I mean, they really did not care to show him being healed at all within this episode. I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but it seemed kind of personal. Like literally, he doesn't get healed. He pretty much got the worst of it all. Like he was just getting it because of his bullets went in and wound up just not seeing that this man would be able to cut his body. But what people might not have noticed or understood, I mean, I'm pretty sure the JoJo community is one of the more high IQ of the bunch of anime watchers and viewers and stuff. So with what he did to be able to cut himself and like go all around and stuff, not only with the mold that was helping his body be active and powerful still, but with the things you see that the bullets actually notice, the Mista stands notice, is that he already had drugged himself up. He sedated himself to a state of probably having surgery, but somehow his body, like his head, which I'm guessing he probably stabbed himself in the sedated spots of his lower, like his stomach, like right, right in his abdomen, one of his legs and one of his arms, and by doing that, and then keeping an arm on so he can sew himself back together. This man has already made ridiculous moves already now, so all of that stuff put together. Then you have the overall arcing fact that he's not weak. Like his limbs are not weak at all. So they're throwing very powerful attacks every time um, something comes up. So that's also against him. Then you have the fact that he's a doctor, so he should know where to attack an opponent, where it should be the most potent and where it should instantly kill them. So you would think that he was going for quite quick vital spots every time. Not only that, he figured out JoJo. He figured out Geo's power quite quickly in the case of how his mold can still attack it, figuring out that the tree is alive and that the mold should be able to kill it as long as he makes even the tree itself start tilting. So there was so much popping off with just their fight alone that they kind of just ran away from Bruccietti's fight, which was fine by me because I feel like his fight's pretty cheap anyway. A guy who pretty much is just running off of a lack of time, you know, so he doesn't really have anything to lose besides just more of his own time. He punched through a stand. My God, Didori, Dekun confirmed strongest person in JoJo. Yeah, in JoJo. I don't know. I'm really curious as to why uh, everything with Sentry, you know, seemingly didn't pop off this like at the same, you know, like keep it half and half contained, like. But it makes sense. I mean, to think that there's not many episodes left and we're using 3 episodes to conclude these guys, which is kind of that's like the optimal. That's like if the guy's actually decent and has like really good strategy, it usually takes 3 episodes or so. But the people who are pretty trash usually are like 1 episode or 1.5. Like it ends with some cliffhanger, and then the next like little bit of a half they are ready to feed them, and then we're just on to the next thing. So really interested to see what you guys are feeling about this week of JoJo. Oh my lord! Not only that, there's going to be quite a bit of this like high quality fights and stuff, like where he's just going off against people who seemingly know what they're doing. So I can't wait to see what you guys actually think about these high quality stuff, because this is what I've been waiting for in Golden, when just more and more of these battles that are going to transpire so much more of how JoJo's going to play out in future series and stuff like that, depending on when we do get another animation. But with all that being said, we have to look forward to a lot, guys. I'm telling you, JoJo is so close to over that it can only be greatness, and what better than having someone from the past of Star Crush Crusader showing up in a wheelchair and being the one giving us all of the information about the arrow seemingly. So guys, let's get it. We are so close to the end. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, what does someone from the past series has to do with this? And by him being here, is he in more danger than he, than he should be? There's people in the JoJo series that's smart enough not to show back up because they might get bodied. And this man's like, I'm gonna show up in the latest series in a wheelchair. Haha. With the most valuable thing that might be able to help you to beat the boss. Like, no, bro, you need to. Nah, you're in a dangerous position, hombre. So we'll see how all this plays out. I hope you guys had an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I hope to talk to you guys in the next one. If I do post another video, I hope to see you guys there. But with all that being said, we're gonna have to finish this with the world. Because I can't believe our little boy's growing up. He's even becoming more like DIO. The world. Let's get it. Really, Vegeta? Oh no, I can't hit it with the world. Next best thing, useless. Yes. Walk on him.